Welcome back to Delta Daybreak. I'm here with Sharon Chester this morning, and we're here to talk about pets and why you shouldn't get a pet. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you, and good morning. This is for information purposes only. We're not trying to detour you or determine whether or not you can own a pet, but we just want to make sure that if you do consider in getting a pet, that you have quality everything that pet really requires.
Okay, so what are some reasons why people should not get pets?
One of the reasons, most importantly, why you should not get a pet is if you're not financially able. Pets require more than food, water, and shelter. They require their vaccinations to be spayed and neutered, and then you may have some unexpected expenses that may occur if you have a pet, such as they may chew on something, gnaw on something. You know, I think that if you do consider getting a pet, then maybe you should allocate some money aside. Check with your local veterinarians or whoever it is that you think that you may want your pet, whatever veterinarian it is that you think you may want your pet to visit, and check in the cost of everything and just try to set that money aside. Yeah.
I know pets. My neighbor back home, I talked to her yesterday, and her dog tore his ACL jumping off of the deck, so that he has to have ACL surgery.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, you never know what expenses might pop up. It's like a baby.
They really are.
Yeah.
And the cost could be, anything that can happen can be totally unexpected. And also, if you're considering getting a pet, do your research on the pet. See what type of health challenges they have. Some pets kneecaps slip. Some pets have hip problems. Some pets have severe allergies, and some pets even have seizures. So you really need to do your research. And if you cannot accommodate the pet in this area, then you should not even consider getting one.
Okay, what's another reason you should not?
Time. If you don't have the time to spend with the pet, if you don't have the time to let the pet out, in an adequate amount of time to use the restroom, then you may come home and find an unexpected, So time is, and then exercise, and it is really important. Time is really important also.
Like we said, I mean, they're a child. They're literally, my dog is my little baby, and they need time. They need love, affection, and exercise for sure.
Yes, most definitely.
Yes.
Exercise.
So, do you have another reason why?
I mean, it's so many reasons why you shouldn't consider getting a pet. If you have allergies, if you have health problems that would if you feel like the pet will trigger your allergies or health challenges, then you definitely don't need to get a pet, because then he or she will go into the system of unwanted stray pets, and that's what we're really trying to control here in the area.
And that's what we're talking.
Lost pets.
Yeah, and that's what we're talking about here. Is not that we don't want people to don't get pets, but it's if these things come up and you can't take care of these pets or you can't afford them, that's why they end up on the street, because people just give them up.
They give them up, they drop them off, and we want to help control the overpopulation of unwanted, stray, and lost pets. And if you have a pet, then you make sure that your environment is taken care of properly, such as check your fence if your yard is fenced in. Check your fence and make sure that your pet has not dug any holes in your fence. Do not underestimate your pet, and also make sure that your collar on your pet is sizable and fitting the pet properly. Pets lose weight just like people. It could be too big, it can be too small. So if you have a pet, to keep your pet from becoming lost, one of the reasons to help your pet from becoming lost is make sure that your fencing area, whether it's a chain link, iron fence, or privacy fence, make sure the pet hasn't dug up under there, regardless of the size. Never underestimate your pet, because you can look for him and he's gone. And the collar is very important, because if the collar is too big, then the pet can maneuver his way out of the collar. So and then the leash. When you're walking your pet, when you're letting your pet use the restroom, please let him out. Don't just let him out. Just take him out on the leash and let him do whatever he has to do.
Okay. Well, thank you for all of these reasons. We really appreciate what you do.
Yes.
Pet lover. Thank you.
Yes, most definitely.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with your birthdays and trivia.